Hey, what's up everybody? This is Rob with the Freeze Aquariums. Today something a little different. So for Christmas I got the fiance this cool little stand that comes with 3 lights. Got some plants off of TikTok. Some of them aren't doing too well. Dealt with the company, they made good. So we're going to see what happens with those. But we're going to get right into it. Right now, I mean, you can see the lights. I guess kind of looking at the phone versus the actual lighting, it may be just a tad brighter. So they are a full spectrum light that comes with the stand, which you can see. They kind of call it the tree stand because of the way it branches out. So I was like, I want to do something a little bit better with the lighting. So enter in Birrna lighting pucks. Now these are pretty cool. I got them on sale. They literally just came in. So here it is out of the box. It's got magnetic capabilities to mount it. Also has anchors to use zip ties. They're linkable. And I want to say these were, I don't know, about $50 something. And it's a 4-pack. So I want to put these on to see if I can brighten it up over there. They give you these 3M magnetic stickers. Stick them to wherever you want them. And then they stick right to the light. When I mentioned linkable, you get these cords in order to link those together. Link it to this one, link it to that, link this to this, and so on. Now what I liked is you get 2 separate cord setups so that you can run them independently, 2 and 2, 1 and 1, whatever the case. The one thing I did like about these is now the ones that I just showed you have pretty similar setup. So you have your on, it's dimmable, and then you have the built-in timer. So there it is, little tinge of yellow, but a lot of it has to do with the wall in the back. So let's get these on there and we'll see how it looks. But I'll show you, being I have this one out. Now what's cool about this is it is magnetic. Look at that. Now all I gotta do is run the cord down into the charge, or into the outlet, and boom, I got a light. So let's get them plugged in and we'll see what the difference is. So as you can see, you get a decent cord, decent length cord. The only thing that I probably would have liked a little bit better, if I can get this up here, is where your control is versus your cord. So if you're plugging it in low, you're going to have to reach down, but being it's set on a timer, you don't really have to worry about it. So we'll get this plugged in. So to plug it in, it's fairly simple. You've got your 2 male and your 2 female, and you plug it in. So I'm going to just plug the one in. So now what I can do afterwards is I can take this down and I can chain or link the other ones. So let's put it right here. Now mind you, what I have underneath, those are the lights that came with the stand. And they're an LED, a full spectrum. But for me personally, they don't seem as bright. So we'll plug this one in just to give you an idea of the brightness. All right, so I have the other lights off, but you can see, that's how far your control comes out. So once you get it set, not really a big deal. All right, so there it is. So let's see, we'll show you the dimmer here. Now that was dimmed down, so this is the first step up, second step up, third step up, fourth step up, and that'll take you to the high setting. And this is a cool white light. So you can see it's pretty intense compared to the other lights. But as I was saying, you have 4 levels of dimming from low to high, high to low. This runs, if I'm not mistaken, in a little bit of research I did, up around the 500 Kelvins, which really, you know, when we talk Kelvins with fish tank lights and PARs and all that other stuff, it comes into play. The PFFD rating on this is up around 500, if I'm not mistaken, and that puts it in the ideal range for a lot of plants, as well as the color rendering index runs upwards of 90s, and that just means the higher the number, the close that it represents or mimics natural light, sunlight, natural outside light. So this being on the higher end of the spectrum, and I think I want to say it was 500 nits, which is super bright, and it does have the reds and everything else in there to help your plants better photosynthesize, help them bloom, things like that. So I'm kind of excited to see how this is going to work out. So I'll switch it back to the other light just so you can get an idea. So like you could see initially when I had the puck in, there was that kind of beam that was reflecting off the wall. Now that's 360. It's just reflecting off the wall so you can see it. This is coming down all the way around 360 degrees. With the dimming on the lights that came with the stand, you have a little bit more of a range, but that's more so for, you know, maybe a plant that doesn't, you know, something like the snake plant. Indirect lighting is great. Too much light or direct sunlight, you can actually sunburn or burn your leaves. So get the other ones hooked up. I'll show you that. But so far, what I see, I actually like. And the other thing that I did not mention is they give you 2 different size lengths of linkable cord. Now this one, based on the stretch from that light to that light, this is way too short. This will actually do it. All right, so I have them linked together. This is coming in from the outlet, and this is going around to the other puck. Now, once you get it all together, I mean, you can zip tie it. You could use like 3M double side and stick it to it. You know, whatever, however creative you want to get. Now, this light you can see, and I haven't trimmed them yet, but I have, and it's good because they're black. It hides it. Zip tied, which came with the stand, so that it kind of hides it, makes a little bit neater installation. These, I could have sworn now that I said that I ordered these in black for that particular reason, to blend it in. So what I can do now that these are actually connected is stick it to the bar. As you can see, I put the stand together. I still haven't taken off the numbers. But the other thing I can do is, I showed you those little metal stickers, is I can actually, instead of sticking it to the metal, because I don't want it to overlap and block out some of the light here, I can actually stick that up there and then stick this to it. And that will actually do exactly what I want. It'll cast some more light down to the lower plants. All right, there's the two connected. Of course, it's not the greatest look with all the wires running down, but like I said, that I can fix. But just so that you can get an idea if you're in the market for plant lights. So those lights are definitely a lot brighter than the lights that came with the stand. A little more versatility, how you can move them around, where you can, get creative. And like I said, take them, put the stickers on, move them out of the way. So now those plants, I can move this right out there. So now that actually gives me more light to the bamboo plant right there. Where there it gets some light, but not a lot. I can even go as far as bring it out here to the corner. And then by the time I get the other light in on this shelf, it's going to provide even more. And then I still have another light to put down here, which would even allow me to put some lights down there on the bottom shelf. So all in all, my initial impression with the Birrna lights is they're awesome. They're bright, and like I said again, see the beam? That's because that's where that light is kind of umbrellaing down, and that's where it's bouncing off the wall. So not only is the plant's getting lights from the top, it's getting the reflection off the back wall. So it should be interesting to see how well these plants grow. The lights I ordered direct from the Birrna site. The plant stand, if you're interested, I did get it off of TikTok. Look for it on sale. If you can get it for $50-something, I think it's well worth it. I've seen it on regular brick and mortar store sites for over $100 and change, and it's the same. So that's the Birrna puck lights. I still have two more to hook up. Then later on I'm going to clean up the wiring, zip tie it to where I want everything. So again, here's the information. As they say, shine on and create. These are the OG09 with the timer and a Spectrum C light. And it's the 4-pack. And again, it does come with the zip ties that you can run through here and hang it. Or you can use the little metal discs and stick them. It comes with a little installation guide, which, as you saw, I didn't even open it. I guess that's kind of a man thing. But it talks about making it linkable, the do's and don'ts, the magnetic surface, the stickers that I showed you. They do recommend the height of the light from the plant is about 5.61 inches away. I mean, you could probably go a little bit less if you dim it down as not to damage or hurt the plant. All your different brightnesses and controls. The PPFD, which was photosynthetic photon flux density, not to be confused with the flux capacitor in the DeLorean. See how many people get that reference. What you should do beforehand, what the operating range is or the temperature. There is their contact information if you want to go take a look at these lights yourself. You can also get them on Amazon. So folks, that's it. Birrna OG09, and I'm liking it. I figure before I wrap up the video, I had mentioned about putting the sticker magnets on the shelves and moving the lights out. So I wanted to show you before I wrapped up, I did exactly that, and you can see by putting it out on the end, I've got even more light down here, so I could put my two plants there, rehab that one that was not doing well at all. You can see a nice spread of light, and that's only two of those puck lights. But I wanted to show you, what it looked like with those mounted to the shelf and mounted to the front. So I still have the other lights, the rail lights that came with the stand on as well. So I have light against it in the back, but then I have the puck light really filling it all in where those other lights may not be able to get the job done. These are definitely going to do it. A lot brighter. I like the look. So again, Birrna Lights OG9s. I don't think you can go wrong. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Share it out for those that might be in the market for lighting. And as I usually end my YouTube videos, take care of yourself, take care of each other. Peace.